Welcome to this Angular Chat UI component tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to convert AI's Markdown replies into HTML content in Syncfusion Angular Chat UI using the Marked library. This includes checking default AI replies, installing the required package, and configuring the Chat UI component with Marked support. I will begin by opening an existing Angular application, where I have already installed and configured the Chat UI component into a chatbot with Gemini AI. If you want to learn how to get started with the Chat UI component and integrate Gemini AI, check out the video link in the card or the description. Now, I'll run this application using the command ngserve. On the output screen, the AI chatbot will be rendered with a welcome message. Here, I type a query about the Syncfusion Angular Grid component. You can see the typing indicator displayed while the query is being validated by the AI. And the AI chatbot has replied with information gathered from the Syncfusion documentation, which includes details about the basic components and code required to get started with the grid component. However, the details shown here are only presented in plain text, containing feature descriptions, code blocks, and links that are displayed as raw text. To convert this structured AI content into properly formatted HTML preview content, I will use a library called Marked, which helps transform normal AI content into HTML replies. I move to the terminal and install the Marked library using the command npm install mark. Once the package is installed, I move to the app.ts file and begin configuring the Chat UI component with the Marked library. First, I import the Marked library from its package. Next, I create a constant called HTML and use the marked parse method to process the AI response text. This converts the plain text into HTML so that any markdown formatting, such as headings, lists, or code blocks, will be properly rendered in the Angular Chat UI. Then, I update the text property to use this generated HTML instead of the raw response text. I have configured the Marked library to convert the AI's plain text into formatted HTML preview content. For a better view, I will adjust the width of the chat component. I navigate to the style CSS file and update the width to 700 pixels. I run the application using the ngserve command. In the output, you can see the chatbot rendered. Now, I'll type a query related to the Syncfusion Angular Grid component. Notice how the AI's reply is now formatted as proper HTML content. Previously, the AI output appeared as plain text, but now it appears with full HTML formatting, providing a cleaner and structured presentation. The title appears in bold. The code block is displayed with correct formatting, and the documentation links are now accessible. Let me click one, and it navigates to the documentation page. In this video, I demonstrated how to convert AI Markdown replies to HTML preview using Marked library in the Angular Chat UI component. If you want to try out the example used in this video, download it from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also shared a link to learn how to obtain a free license key to use our Angular components through our community license if you are eligible. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, like and subscribe to our channel.